I am ready for electrical power-up procedure.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the stream. All to have you that I can see at this point in time. I do apologize. I am late, but it's family. The wife had me do a chore for her this morning, and time is an issue. But you know how it goes. Life. Morning,
Hello,
Linda.
Pat. Nice to see you again.
Yeah,
Please remember to start your A cars.
I hope you're going to do your bit today. Morning, Krister. Guys, so I'm actually still trying to set up and get going here. Just a fair warning. Two things actually. One warning, one disclaimer. We do have a cable fault. Apparently, it's on the Namibia side of Africa going up. The internet cable is broken. They said it should be fixed by the 16th, which today is only the 7th. So there's a couple of days left. So if the stream isn't the greatest quality, it just means they're routing it through a place that's not the greatest quality, longer road, whatever, I don't know. One of those things. My status in my broadcasting software and here in the YouTube studio tells me the connection is excellent, whatever that means. It's green, and I've got all the bars that I usually have, so it looks fine, but I'm just saying. Then in terms of the disclaimer, please remember, this is not a tutorial. If you see me do something that you don't understand or doesn't fit in your SOP, you're welcome to ask. But I really don't want to hear stupid comments from people watching on the videos that don't know me and don't understand why we do certain things. So we are here to enjoy ourselves. Okay, it's my first flight in a long time again. So, well, since last weekend. And it's a new version of the Zibo. I've had great feedback, except for Antonio had one or two things he mentioned there in Discord. Antonio, if you're listening to this, I hope you put it on the forum because I haven't been there also for a couple of days. It was a hectic week. I tell you, I thought the previous week was hectic. This one wasn't better. So, trying to juggle everything. Anyway, back to reality. We need to do our dispatching and all the other things, and I might as well put that up for you guys so you can watch along. Otherwise, you just get bored and you say, Nico, you're not entertaining us again, So let me just see. Where is broadcasting software? Morning, Vaughan. Yeah, Kirsten, no worries. Thanks for stopping by anyway, and you enjoy your day. So there's Edge. Now, that thing is really huge and it's overlapping. Yeah, because I keep on shifting this thing around. So let's lock it there and go to our dispatching. So I'm going to do the dispatching from the VA like I usually do. And if you guys haven't seen it, you can just watch. Let's start here. I'm doing my assignment. So you guys are joining me on my first flight. We're going to do King Shaka to George. So I've already made the bids. So I just want to pick it up in the bids quickly. And we'll run through it. You see how slow the internet is. It's killing us. Strangely enough, in the week, I was using a VPN. And that VPN had a better route and my speed was much better, but I can't stream on it, so it doesn't help. Right, so there we have the bids. Let's generate our sim brief. OFP, we want my Zibo. Right, then what we want, just check the layering. I think this one is now going to be below it, so let's lift it. There's Navigraph. You can see the planning as well. But I'm just going to quickly copy to clipboard. Got wrong one. Go back to that one. Pop in my route, and for those of you that haven't picked up on it yet, you don't have to remove the IKOs and the runways. I just leave it in now. It works perfectly fine. Going to select our runways. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work from top to bottom. I want to set a better contingency fuel, 5% or 15 minutes. That's fine. We want to do the automatic step climb, so SimBrief can suggest an altitude for us, and we will then adjust it if we feel we need to, and then we just want one alternative. And then we're just going to generate the SimBrief AFP. So what you guys don't see right now is there's a little pop-up where it shows me the same little picture as you would see normally when you do your SimBrief dispatching, same thing. This website's obviously talking to SimBrief through an API at the back end. So, right, then what we are going to do is we're going to click on ACARS. So let it start the ACARS. And then we're going to go to the IVAO flight plan facility. Drop 10. This will make that about 25,360 is what was suggested. Let me just quickly verify that. Here. You can actually view your OFP here as well. So there we can see our step climb is just 360. So that's fine. And then the boss wants me to make a remark to warn everybody because of the GDPR and POPI Act and all these laws. We need to warn the guys we're streaming. There we go, streaming. So anybody that clicks on me will know that they have a potential to be on screen. Right, so that's taken care of. All the things I want. The only thing I don't know is the actual traffic. When you want to be down here. Too much. Right, so then we can see everything. There is our tower. Information Charlie. Runway 06 is correct. Excellent. Right, so my question now is, did we get our download? Yes, we did. FALE, FAGG, that's there. Right, so I just checked the SimBrief downloader. Sure, good morning. Yeah, long time no see, huh? Yes, yeah. This is fix 41. Zibo says he's very busy, so we must give him a little bit of a break. So I said, fine, cool, you do what you need to do. Zibo, if you're watching, I hope you're going okay there at work and all those things, and we'll see you when we see you, man. Don't let pressure get to you. Do what you need to do. There's a bit of an issue here on the ACARS, but we'll work past that. Right. Just see that I started everything. Hello? Hello? Oh, no, come on, Linda. Hello? Just stop this thing and restart it. Voice recognition thingy. Start up. All right, okay. We'll test it later then. I'm not going to worry about that now. What else do we need? Have we got everything? Pretty much so, I think. Right, let's get going. Hello, Jet Power. All good, sir. How are you doing? Excellent, excellent. Temperatures are okay. And we have 6 minutes for alignment. Might as well get the rest of the story set, yeah? Ever so slightly. You don't need that one. That one. Looking for my VAO client and I see I didn't start. Go. Let it settle.
Skymatix 459, taxi to the holding point, runway
That's wrong.
06 via Foxtrot and Alpha.
Holding point 06 via Foxtrot and Alpha, Skymatix 459.
Which one is it? Yeah, I need to fix my sound. My sound is not talking to in the right place, that is. Okay, me. That's right.
Ready for push and start Alpha 9, Skymatix 220.
Let's restart that thing. Hope it works. Anyways, that's going to be a bit of a pain. Still not. Not possible. What happened? Good morning, Tommy. Sorry, guys, I'm just struggling here with audio for a minute.
Oh, Skymatix 08, requesting taxi for runway 06.
Skymatix 008.
I think I know what the problem is. Let's try it.
06 via Echo and
I think I got it.
Taxi to holding point 06
Yes.
via Echo, then Alpha,
That's it. That's it. My son will love me for that because he doesn't like all the chatter when he's busy. Okay, I'm on my headset.
Skymatix 459, when ready, line up and wait, runway 06.
Line up on wise, runway 06, Skymatix 459.
Right. Start up.
And Durban Tower, good morning. Skymatix 052 on gate Alpha 11. Have information Delta and requesting clearance to George as filed.
Skymatix 052, good morning. You are clear to George as filed. Flight level 300. Departure will be the TUBIN 1 Alpha. Climb initially flight level 070, squawk 0420.
So cleared to destination is filed via the Turbine 1 Alpha departure, initial flight level 070, climbing to flight level 300 and squawking 0420 for Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 052, read back is correct. Report ready for push and start. QNH is 1016.
And we'll report for push and start and Skymatix 052.
Skymatix 047, Unicom 122.8, and thank you for your service, sir. Have a good day.
Skymatix 459, surface winds calm, runway 06, clear takeoff.
Clear to takeoff 06, winds is copy, sir. Thank you.
Skymatix 220, push and start is approved, face northeast.
Push and start approved, facing northeast, Skymatix 220.
Alpha 06, perfect. This is a guess on the other side, but we're going to try the guess until we are told otherwise. Or never. And to D. All right.
Skymatix 008, when ready, line up and wait, runway 06.
Line up and wait. Runway 06400.
Skymatix 459, clear the runway 06, flying through 1200.
Skymatix 459, roger, we'll call you back.
There we're going to have to be very careful, because if you don't fly this correct, you're going to end up high, go around, come back and try again. We'll worry about that in the air. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now.
Skymatix 459, leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122.8, safe flight, bye-bye.
Still refueling, don't worry.
Service,
Right.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
45.
And Tower Skymatix 052 is ready for push and start.
Skymatix 052, hold position for now.
Hold position, Skymatix 052.
ready for taxi, Skymatix 220.
Skymatix 220, taxi to the holding point runway 06 via Echo and Alpha.
Yes, Tommy, I'm aware of that. The reason I still want to use runway 11 is simple. You've got all the approaches built around runway 11. There are no approaches of significance, at least. You can do visual if you want on 29. But the 11 is the default runway, so I'm just sticking to that. If we need to change because of ATC, we'll change. But for now, that's it.
052, push and start is approved, face southwest.
Push and start approved, facing southwest. Skymatix 052.
Let's get out here.
Skymatix 008, surface winds calm, runway 06, clear takeoff.
Clear to takeoff runway 06, for Skymatix 08.
In Shaka Tower, good morning, Skymatix 001, radio check. Morning, Wycliffe. Oh, you see, I'm glad I did that first. Now I realize I never started my 20 key. Tower, good morning, Skymatix 001, requesting IFR clearance to George as filed. We have information Delta on board, Bravo 738, stand Alpha 4.
Skymatix 001, good morning. You are clear to George as filed. Flight level 360. Depart, stand by.
Ah, I'm sure, Wycliffe. That must be awesome. I hope you keep on enjoying that, eh? Oh, that'll be cool. We'll have a watch.
Skymatix 220, runway 06.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Skymatix 001, are you ready for clearance?
Skymatix 001, ready for clearance.
Skymatix 001, my apologies. You are cleared to George as filed, flight level 360. Departure will be the TUBIN 1 Alpha departure. Climb initially, flight level 070, squawk 3545.
Squawk 3545, initial altitude, flight level 070, and Durban 1 Alpha off runway 06 for Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, read back is correct. Report ready for push and start. The QNH is 1016.
QNH 1016 will report ready for push and start, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 008, leaving my space, my Unicom 122, decimal 8, safe flight.
008, over to Unicom. Thank you very much for your service, sir.
Skymatix 220, surface winds calm, runway 06, clear takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 06, Skymatix 220.
And Tower Skymatix 052, ready for taxi.
Skymatix 052, taxi to the holding point runway 06 via Echo and Alpha.
Taxi to the holding point runway 06 via Echo and Alpha, Skymatix 052.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
Skymatix 001, ready for push and start.
Skymatix 001, push and start approved, face northeast.
Push and start approved, facing northeast, Skymatix 001. That's
Ready for
interesting.
before start checklist.
Why? Why? He wants us to go there, obviously, but why? We can go there. Interesting.
465, request the IFR clearance to George.
Yeah, the guys here are really relaxed sometimes, I promise you. They're really nice guys.
465, good morning. You are clear to George as filed, flight level 260. Departure will be the TUBIN 1 Alpha departure. Climb next to flight level 070, squawk 2742.
Ground to cockpit, toes driving up.
Clear to Georgia via the Durban flight plan route, Durban 1 Alpha departure, flight levels 0770, squawk 2742, Skymatix 465.
Skymatix 465, flight level 070, read back further on correct, report ready for push and start, the QNH is 1016.
That's a problem.
Skymatix 052, when ready,
Okay.
line up and wait,
All doors
runway
and hatches
06.
are closed, ready to connect.
Line up and wait, runway 06, Skymatix 052.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted.
Skymatix
Release parking brake.
220, leaving my space, monitor Unicom 122, decimal 8, safe flight.
Thank you for your service. We'll monitor Unicom 122 Skymatix 220, bye.
Bye-bye.
Captain, could we cool down the cabin a bit, please?
Skymatix 052, surface winds 310, 02 knots, runway 06, clear takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 06, Skymatix 052.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Tower, Skymatix 465, request push and start.
Skymatix 465, push and start is approved, face northeast.
Push and start approved, facing northeast, Skymatix 465.
You won't believe what just happened. As I'm pushing, the gate phones me, the security guard. Oh, there's a delivery coming in. Let me just tell this guy, just give me a minute to grab it. I'll be back now. Tower Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, go ahead.
Sorry for the interruption. So I just had to quickly put the parking brake on. We've got a delivery. I just need to take acceptance of. I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Skymatix 001, no problem at all.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute or two.
Skymatix 052 leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8, safe flight.
Switching over to Unicom 122 decimal 8, Skymatix 052, thanks for ATC, good day.
I'm back. And Tower Skymatix 001 ready to continue push and start.
Skymatix 001, roger, continue push and start, face northeast.
Thank you, so it'll face northeast and continue push and start Skymatix 001. Before start procedure. I think I actually did that, but you see now I'm confused, so she can just do it quickly. By the way, if there are any South African viewers, please make sure to check the weather report and all the severe weather warnings that's going out this morning. For those of you that don't know, we don't usually get snow here in Johannesburg. I know of one instance of proper snow and a couple of small instances. 2023, we had a little bit almost at the same time, around about, it was June, I think, we got some here. And they've just told us that we can expect snow in almost all the provinces except one. So if there are South Africans watching, check the weather. It's going to be a doozy in the week. Minus temperatures, minus Celsius, low down. Interesting. I hope it snows again.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Start number 2 engine.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yeah, Wycliffe, planning is important, but you do a good job usually, so I've got full faith in you.
N2.
And fuel goes in. Let's see.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a lacquer flight.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine. Start number 1 engine. There you go, Linda.
Starting number 1 engine. 25N2.
Right, if you were wondering, the reason I did this is just to keep the temperature under
Durban
control.
Tower,
So
Skymatix 465 ready to taxi.
the easiest way to do it in hot or cold weather is you just quickly
Skymatix 465, taxi to the holding point, runway 06 via Foxtrot and Alpha.
Before taxi procedure.
you just mute them quickly. You
Engine
basically
start
just
procedure
isolate,
complete.
well, close the isolation valve, and then you put that one on auto. The pressure is then distributed correctly for the engine start on the other one. That's it. End of story. And by that, doing that, you can then keep your temperature in the right place. You know, if it's a very hot day or very cold day, it's just an aluminium tube you're sitting in, you know, it changes temperature quite quickly. So just a quick trick. Right, so that is done, that's done. Before taxi procedure. See if she can fix that.
Before taxi procedure.
Clever girl. See? Thank you, Linda.
Before taxi procedure complete.
Alright.
I am ready for before taxi checklist.
And I just want to quickly do the usual so that I don't have issues. This side of things. And then we're going to taxi and go. Skymatix 001 ready for taxi.
Prepare for takeoff.
Taxi Echo, hold short Alpha, Skymatix 001. There we go, guys. Hold on tight. Enjoy the ride. Ride the galley as you see fit and as you need it. I've got my coffee. So I'm ready. Oh, this tiller needs calibration as well. Definitely needs a recalibration. I'm almost running out of thread here with this pod. I'm right at the very end to just try and get to the left. Continue taxi right on Alpha and hold short for the runway 06, Skymatix 001. Struggling to turn right because I run out of travel on the tiller. Let's quickly recalibrate this. Line up and wait, runway 06, Skymatix 001. Before take, wrong button. Where's my button? Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Approaching 06.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist. Runway 06 confirm.
On runway 06.
How's it, Scotsman? Welcome. As good as it gets. Thank you, Claire, for takeoff, Windscom, Skymatix 001. And thank you for your service. Baie dankie vir jou diens. Dankie, dankie. And Toga, let's go. Yeah, that's more stable.
Takeoff thrust set.
Way more stable. But when you can actually control the aircraft with the feet, with the rudders. Excellent, excellent. I will put the ATC back up now. Sorry. Yeah, we missed that. I remember I shut them down so I could speak to you guys. Apologies. So yeah, now I'm feeling embarrassed and then I don't concentrate on the pull up.
Acceleration altitude.
Sorry, jet power, man. I was so embarrassed now. Oh, I really forgot.
Flaps 1 set.
Skymatix 001. Frequency change approved. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Enjoy.
Thank you, sir. 122.8 Unicom, Skymatix 001. Dankie my maat. Het was lekker.
Flaps up and set. Approaching transition.
And most of the green here is cane fields. The whole area is famous for the cane fields.
Transition altitude. Flight level 100, landing lights switches off.
David, all good on your side still?
Yeah, no, all pretty good here.
Good. In Shaka. Yeah, I've just noticed it's a bit of a longer flight than usual. Looks like just over an hour and a half's flying time there. So you guys must feel free to come and go as you please. Grab your coffees or whatever you're drinking, depending on the time of day and the hemisphere you're in. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, go grab it, jet power. That's interesting. Did you try the CAA website? I'm not even sure what the designation would be, if it would be under gov.za or co.za or something like that. Try see if you can get the CAA website. It should be there. But for reasons I can't mention on stream, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not there. Yeah, Rob, I was speaking to somebody else yesterday in connection with the Q8 settings and stuff. Trust me, I was just too lazy to go through everything again, unfortunately. I've just been too busy. When I get some time, I'll revisit all these settings and things. At this point in time, I'm just too bloody glad I got rid of the AMD and that. We actually have a working sim. My big problem right now with whatever settings I use a different set of settings depending on where I fly. The US and Africa, I can pull my sliders to the right, no problem. The moment I go to Europe, I've got to pull everything back to the left again because of the VRAM. You know, I've only got 8 gig VRAM, and so I've got to manage that. Got to look after myself that way as well. Good morning, Alex. How are you doing this morning? Very soon, Rob, very soon. I had 12 gig VRAM on the AMD, and I could pull my sliders way, way, way further, but the VRAM on 8 gig is definitely an issue. I have to continuously pull sliders left, right, left, right. Gotcha, Alex. Check this, check this. All the guys pulling in a row there. That's nice. 9 pilots flying. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of a problem getting to FAGG because I think can handle 4 aircraft this size. So some of us will have to park on the grass again. Just bear that in mind.
1000 to level off.
That's the problem, Alex. That AMD card of mine was excellent in everything except X-Plane. And X-Plane is unfortunately where my work is, where my life is. You know, so it became useless. And if I had two choices, I could either wait it out and you could maybe not see me stream for a year or many months at least, or I got rid of it, which I did. You know, so it was a bummer.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, we'll level off now at our cruising altitude. We're going to go ahead and turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. I'd like to kindly ask if you are staying in your seats to keep those seatbelts comfortably fastened for your safety. Onboard computer showing an on-time arrival, no ATC delays either. We're going to stay quiet up here, have you enjoy the flight and the service. Once again, welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. I'm using the explain default weather this morning, and interestingly enough, now we get a day without clouds, calm before the storm. How is your experience with Beta 7, gentlemen? Can you give me some indication? I'm talking now explain, not Zibomod. What have you found? Do you like it? Don't you like it? Is there an issue? Not an issue? Give me some thoughts. Ooh, there's clouds. Gonna fly into it. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's not nice. Thanks, Jet Power. Christer, stay well. Thank you, Christer. Appreciate that effort of yours as well on the scenery. Scotsman. Fantastic. Okay. Well, coming from you, that's a really nice review. I know you're very critical on it. Thank you. Okay, Jet Power. Cool. We'll talk there. Tommy, yes, I'm using a hybrid exactly as that, exactly as you say. I'm glad, Scotsman. I've never tried that jet power. I've heard a couple of people talk about it, but I wouldn't even know where to start. I'll have to go and research, Google it, and then get going. But I'm okay for now. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, there's a certain reality that I need to take into consideration when I fly in the sim. And believe it or not, I have not started 2020 or 2024 sims since last year sometime. And that was last done with the AMD. So I don't even have a clue how this thing would respond in that sim. But I mean, the AMD was beautiful in the Microsoft sim. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I don't use the Steam version of Explain. So will it still work for me if I just want to try it, or am I supposed to have the Steam Explain? Okay. All right, right. So, but then it just means it's kind of like a steam product. That's what you basically say. All right, okay, then I understand it a little bit better, one step at a time, eh? Ah, gotcha, gotcha. I just check the gap here between me and the pilot in front of me. I think that is RD. Let's just check. Yeah. And we're about 7 minutes apart, which is cool. I can always extend the downwind or 360 or something. And here's now nice fluffy clouds. Didn't see any just now. I don't know if I didn't move fast enough or what, but I didn't see any concerns, that jump at me. I must be honest, I'm happy with the little bit I've seen. Looks cool to me. Thank you, Scotsman. Right, I see we're getting closer and closer to starting to set up for the descent. So we'll give it another couple of nautical miles and then we just do that. I'm curious to see the elevation information on that legs page. So we'll attend to that as well. Because I was late, I never checked with the guys which runway they're taking. Now, if I look at what I see now, it's like they're going straight in visual approach there. We'll check it out. We'll keep an eye on them. If I put it like that, we can all see together. Right, so the big thing here is a GG1F1, which is that point over there. You guys should see the mouse, yeah. We need to be at 2,500. GG1F1. Okay, I'm going to take the A out, so I'm just going to make it 2,500. Well, no button. 2,500. Execute. Going to delete. Delete, so it works out a better path for us. GG1T1 is very important. Yeah, and then R2D is the other one. That's very important. All right, so a couple of changes happened. Let's just go through. So that is in the go around. Okay, so that is minimum altitude. We need to be above that. That's fine. None of our concern. There's our runway. We need to be slow. We execute. Digit constraint solid. It's that one over there. We need to be moved. 2,000 or above. No worries. We're not going to interfere with you over there. Yeah, because we need to get over that mountain and reach over there. We won't be the first aircraft to meet our end in that region, so we need to be wide awake. More clouds. Yeah, they're starting to look like proper clouds. Right though. So frequencies, we don't have any. We're going to do RNAV. There's no special codes or anything here. Courses 115. Right, 115. Bit of a grab there. Let's have a look. That's nice. Really nice. Okay, courses minimus. Ach nee man. There's 940. The current temperature is 15. Alright, and the QNH 1012. 1012. Let's just check if it sees the same. Now explain. Oh, now we need to actually click in explain for the shortcut to work, right? One zero one two 100%. Wait a minute. I'm going to. Better. And I'm going to do a flaps 40. Short runway. I hope these guys stop. I hope I can stop. Bit of a challenge. Rob, the gear always is supposed to, under normal circumstances, come with flaps 15. Okay, so the call is usually gear down, flaps 15. Okay, so whatever area you find yourself in, that's when the gears go down. So I would say, in my experience, most times it is going to be when you're on finals, obviously, depending on whether you do a high-speed final or just a normal lazy in. You're going to be a couple of miles out, 10 miles, 8 miles. Me, normally, under normal circumstances, if there's no pressure, I look for around about between 6 miles and 8 miles. I usually put my gear down. Okay. Now, when I have to do a high-speed approach, it takes a little while longer before I put them down. If I am coming in with too much energy, I'm too fast, then I use the gear as part of the speed brake. All right, because you need to slow down. In most cases, you want to be at like 185 knots turning onto final or in finals, okay, and then bring it down to landing speed. So when I don't concentrate, especially when I'm doing 10 other things and chatting with people here on stream like now, you lose your concentration a bit. I sometimes come in a bit fast, okay, and then I will pull the gear a little bit earlier just to help me slow down. Hello, Tobias. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sure if it's listed here. No, this is your flaps limit. There's landing gear as well. Yeah, there you can see. There's your speed limits. So you have to retract before 235, and at maximum you can only deploy them at 270. I don't ever deploy the gear before I reach 250. You've got to be 250 or slower, just to prevent any issues and stuff, but there you go. That's the limits. I'm not sure which camera you're using. Are you using the X-plane camera or X camera? Which camera are you using? Because if it is the X-plane version, you can go to your graphics. You see here your monitor. You can set your rotation and stuff here. You can do all your offsets and things here, and that needs to be all on 0. I'm not sure if that's part of what you're talking about, but that's the best place you can go look at. See if your offsets and stuff is still on 0, because there shouldn't be any. Tobias, I've never seen that. I don't know why you would get that. No idea. Are you too high? Are you too low? Are you too far? Is the angle correct? There's a lot of things that come to my mind. Is the frequency correct? Is the course value set? Because remember, for ILS it's not going to, the glide slope doesn't depend on it, but you've got to make sure your courses are correct. Go on my channel and watch the ILS tutorial video, in the official Zibo group of videos. Go check. Maybe you pick up something that you missed or didn't do or something. Well, my recommendation is make a video, show it step by step, and then go publish it on the official Zibo forum. Ask for help there. Let's see if we can see something then on the video or something, you know. Well, we're getting closer. Have a look outside again. No worries.
Ready for descent procedure.
You know what I didn't do? I did set my altitude lower on the MCP. I'll go back in just now. I'm just enjoying the clouds a little bit longer. I really like these clouds. Thank you, Tommy. $2,500.
George, traffic Skymatix VA vacated runway 29.
Establish Island 29 now, Skymatix 220.
George traffic Skymatix 459, clear the runway 29.
Approach top of descent.
Good morning, Guran. Welcome, welcome. I never picked up on that. You don't need to have that little weird thing happen there. Now I've changed my top of descent, but it's fine, we're on it. Use a bit more drag there. Dive, dive.
Traffic, KLM 0073, Boeing 738, pushback from Alpha 1 and then taxi to holding point runway 29.
Robertus. Lanklaas gesien, my maat, lanklaas.
Yeah, George, traffic, Skymatix 052, established on the ILS for runway 29, 14 mile.
Wow.
He's obviously
And George, traffic, Skymatix 052, 5 mile final for runway 29.
George, traffic, KLM 0073, Boeing 738, holding short at the ILS holding point at Delta runway 29.
George, traffic, Skymatix 008, descending through 4,000 feet, established on a localizer for runway 29, 14 nautical miles.
Yeah, Tommy, everybody is using runway 29. I'm going to use runway 11 because that's what I planned for. And it's just also to allow RT a little bit more space because I'm really close to him. All right, you see there, look, there he is. We're quite close to each other. So he's going to come and land this way, and I'm going to basically then extend myself and come in that way. So by the time I get there, he should be fine. Everybody should be happy. So my mind is obviously, doing things a little bit different than usual.
There we go.
Thank you for that, by the way. Ooh, that's really nice. That looks really pretty.
George, traffic, Skymatix 008, establish on the ILS for runway 29, and I'm currently 8 nautical miles.
And George traffic, Skymatix 052 has vacated runway 29. George.
There you go. You see, you understand the story, Tommy. According to Navigraph, I've got the wind in my favor anyway now by 1 knot. So, 1 knot is wind's calm. Nobody really cares. I'm just being petty now, but you know what I'm saying. Those guard rays are really beautiful. I like them a lot. Nice to see the sunlight displayed differently coming through the clouds. Wow. Something was chowing the frame rates there. Not sure what, but anyway, it's back. Dive, dive. Come on. Put your nose down, Sonny.
George, traffic, Skymatix 008, 4 nautical miles.
Yeah, forward planning and management, eh? Dave. Yes, sir. Yeah, you made it. I'm number 3, and I'm gonna land the opposite way just to make space for RT that is very close to me. So I'm gonna go around the airport then back. I'm really impressed with these clouds. Really, really impressed.
traffic, Skymatix 008 is clear of the active runway. 2 knots. Taxiing to apron.
Now we even have rain. Power. Excellent. Mine is just finished, eh? I didn't use my huge, big, extra size mug today. Just didn't have time. I'll tell you the story while we're waiting. This morning, my wife comes to me. She started yesterday already, but this morning she was really now, pushing buttons. She says to me she wants to bake something, but the little light in the oven is not working. I need to come and open it up so we can get a new globe and put it in there. Man, I struggled. I did every trick in the book to try and get the little glass cover off the position where it's fitted to get to the globe. I couldn't get it off. I tried everything. So I started Googling, trying to find videos. That model is not available. At least on Google, they gave you certain hints. Then I said to her, okay, we've tried everything. The last thing is just switch the oven on. Let it run for 5 minutes at 50 degrees Celsius. So it just warms up, maybe something's stuck. Maybe it'll come loose if it's just a little bit warmer. He comes back 2 minutes later. She says to me,
going around.
She comes back to me. She says to me, oh, the light's working now. So all this messing about, twisting, pulling, turning, actually fixed it. But it took me about an hour to get to that stage. It was funny. So I was a bit late and I couldn't even make a big cup of coffee then. I had to take the rest that was still left from the previous one.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
I know, Tommy, I know. All right, now with RT not landing, it's now created a bit of a challenge again. There he is. And now I'm going to turn. I presume he's going to go to that side, that little waypoint there, and then turn back to basically fly the reverse of my go around. So we'll have to check. We'll have to see. This is killing me. I swear if I'm not going to laugh right now, I'm going to cry. Now I have another delivery and the guy's coming in now that I want to land. Oh, for Pete's sake. I think I'm going to make it. Okay, I'm going to run quick. I'll be back now. Yeah, I tell you, it is fun. Doesn't rain, it pours, but I'm back. See how quick it is. See, now I'm a little bit behind because right now I would have liked to be like at 185 already. Thank you, Tommy. Yeah, appreciate your help, man. Keep this thing going. George Traffic, Skymatix 001. I'm coming in on runway 11. Artie, I've got you on the scope. I'll try see that I miss you. And good luck with your landing. Gents, I'm turning finals now, runway 11, Skymatix 001. I've got Artie on the other screen here next to me.
001, please be aware. If you land on 11, the taxiway is blocked with a KLM aircraft waiting for arrival.
Not a problem, sir. We will use the grass if we have to. There's gear down flaps 15 for the question earlier. See, gear down and flaps 15 work together. Supposed to, at least. If you do it incorrectly, you will get the gear horn, you know, beep, going in the background. So you've got to be careful. So that's flaps 15. Let's pull the speed brake. I'm going to go for max brake then. See. I'm not sure if there's another taxiway that I can take. We'll apologize to Bertus when we get in. I'm not going to be able to go off at Alpha 2. But anyway, I'll check now. See, I'm a bit far off, but I'm trying to just get the speed down and stability before I land. There's the runway at least, but they are a bit far off, like 10 miles out. Right, so speed brake on, auto brake on, gear down, 3 greens, green on the flaps, lights, camera, action. Linda, you got it. You awake?
George Traffic, Karen 0073, taxi to holding point, runway 29.
KLM 003, Skymatix 001. If you take off now, you'll pass straight over me. No problem.
Skymatix 001. Hi Nico. No problem. I'll wait for you. It's not a problem. I'll go to a bit to the left of the holding point, and then you can on the grass, and then you can just pass through.
Dankie Bertus.
Take your seats, prepare for landing.
Dankie man, veilige landing.
Oh yes, we wanted flaps 40. You're right. Flaps was in disagreement. Oh my goodness. Party disconnected. Okay. Well, tell him thank you and sorry, apologies. I just love this idea with the little brightness and everything coming through. It's so much more real. Wow. Very nice.
Mr. Birch, altitude set.
We are incredibly skew here.
Approaching 1-1.
Clear
Thank you,
to
Tommy.
runway 11.
Approaching decision height. Minimums. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
5,000 feet. Remain speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
We almost made it. Damn it.
Great landing.
And now I've touched my tiller and we're going completely skewed. That's a tiller thing, not another problem. Yes, Dave. Mess with my tiller. It was lovely. It was lovely. I loved it.
Remaining.
Way out of the picture there. Yeah, no, what a guy. What a guy. I've known Bertus for a couple of years now. He's a great guy in real world anyway as well. So, dankie Bertus. After landing procedure.
Ja, geniet die middag verder. En jy en al jou manne. Mooi om julle te sien vlieg in 'n groep. Geniet die dag hoor, tot ziens.
Dankie Sal. Dankie Salada. And traffic, George Traffic, Skymatix 001, runway vacated. Rob, you're welcome. Thank you for watching. I enjoyed it. For me, it was spectacular. This last bit was fun. I really enjoyed this. Right, one thing we need to do is start this thing.
George Traffic, KLM 0073, lining up, runway 29 for departure.
Flaps up and set.
You too, Tommy?
George Traffic, KLM 0073, rolling runway 29.
Yeah. And the guys were so good. Look, they kept a nice parking for me. Thank you, Anthony. And Boule stopping that side, giving me a GABGO. Thank you, gents. This is really good stuff. Boule has joined the guys in the week with the group flights as well. And Boule, if you're listening, thank you for joining us this morning. I hope to see you many more times. And that's it. As easy as that. I hope you guys have a blessed Saturday. I'm not promising anything until tomorrow morning. Tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening for the American side of the world. If anything changes, you'll be the first to know. If you are subscribed to the channel, just follow it or check in Discord if there's an announcement. Until then, guys, have a blessed day. We'll speak to you later. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.